But I was telling him, I was like, explaining the lock and how we do the locks, and I was like, I try to do some of these locks to help our homeowners, save money. And I was like, we have so many here at the Seamist, I'm really familiar with them, and I was like, I feel like instead of paying a locksmith to come out, the quality of my work is going to be equally as good, or as a locksmith that's going to charge $100 to come out and do this. And so the maintenance guy comes in, he's like, yeah man, I've seen some of your locks. He's like, you do a really good job. I was like, yeah, that's good. And he got on video. I was like, hell yeah, that's going in the video, man.
I did Larrowe, you know what I do. I sell condos on the ocean, see the water from your room.
Yeah, so we're Ashley's interviewing maybe a couple people today, so.
I don't park shit. I gotta take my Bruins like I'm Boston. I do what I want for what
the last two people we've interviewed have said that they are currently applying or going to school for the same medical position.
Which is the same job I used to do before this company, which is really weird to me.
It is weird. But the thing is, we're looking for somebody that we can hire and that's going to be with us and can grow. And like she said, she's going to get out of school in March and she's going to get her coding certification. More than likely, that's a solid field to be in, and she'll land a job in that field, and that'll be her career. Just makes it tough for us. It's like a reservationist, office assistant type position. I mean, like I said earlier, it's going to be hotel-related tasks, communicating with guests and homeowners and sending emails and replying to inquiries and problem solving, stuff like that. Oh, we figured out that yesterday. We were, or 2 days ago, our first interview. Since we don't have an office, we met the first candidate at Barnes & Noble at the mall, or over at Market Common. And I remember you telling me they might, so I was sort of watching out for it. But we go in, and it was super packed. It was a Friday at 1 in the afternoon. I wasn't expecting that kind of crowd. We went in, tried to get a table, and my sister was with us, because I think you had a shoot or something at 3 that day. And so we walk in, and right as we were getting ready to get started, somebody came up and was like, you can't film in here. I was like,
all right, she said she's here, so I'm gonna walk down and get her.
Leave it in the street, I don't park shit. I gotta take my Bruins like I'm Boston. I do what I want for what the cost is. I had a lot of idols till they lost it. Ballin', I just threw the vibe, she Randy Mossed it. And he turned my defense into off.
You're Taylor? I'm Ashley. Nice to meet you. This is my husband Isaac.
Hey.
Hi.
Isaac.
Taylor.
Nice to meet you.
Ballin', I'm ballin'.
So how much do you know about what we do, or do you know anything? Or?
Well, my aunt and uncle who I live with right now currently.
Okay.
I just moved here about 2 months ago.
From where?
Virginia.
Okay, what part?
Yeah. I'm a little south of Richmond.
Okay.
He's
Is
from
that where?
Virginia, too. Really?
I'm from a really small town in Southwest Virginia. You've probably never heard of it, but we're close to Virginia Tech, Blacksburg area. So.
Gotcha, that's where my aunt lives up there.
Okay.
Down there, over there.
Down there, all right.
But they owned a condo in the Palace.
Okay.
And they started to rent out, take over other people's, and they would rent it out for them, and they would clean it on weekends and stuff like that. So I have a small piece of information about what y'all do.
She talked about us being a new business. I mean, we've been a part of the real estate and vacation rentals and property management for 6 years. Probably a year and a half ago, we decided to make this our full-time thing.
Yeah.
She was in the medical billing and coding business, and
That's what I was gonna go into.
well, that's what all the other people we've interviewed are.
The past two people, that's what they're going to school for. I'm like, this is really
I was
awesome.
going to, but no.
Okay.
Yeah. So yes, we actually moved down here from Virginia, Winston-Salem area, North Carolina, to do that. And I do sales and real estate. So I'm a realtor, and she is the property manager. I sell them, and then she turns around and rents them out. So you're pretty familiar with that aspect of it, being with your aunt and uncle. But like I said, we started this probably a year and a half ago, we had one property, but we knew the potential for the growth. And so to date, we probably have 70 or 75 properties that we manage. And, you know, in regards to the Palace, we probably have 15 there that we manage.
I looked
and
online at like the properties that y'all have and stuff, just to get an idea of what
Yeah.
this company is.
Yeah.
And I saw y'all had a lot.
Yeah, we do. And the cool thing about it, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything like that, but we haven't spent any money in marketing to obtain new homeowners or new business. It's all been word of mouth. And so I feel like we have a service that sells itself, and we really haven't even got started yet. You know, everything that we've done has just been word of mouth, you know, people coming to us, that sort of thing. But we're basically running a hotel remotely. You know what I'm saying? And so the majority of the tasks that, you know, a candidate like you would be doing is, you know, related to that field, you know, replying to guest inquiries, you know, responding to emails, you know, communicating cleaning schedules and reservation related tasks. So
I'm finding myself working 24/7. It's like I wake up, I work, until I go to bed. And even then I'm still on call. So and I have one assistant. She's actually my sister-in-law. She works during the day, and so she helps me out a lot. But I need someone else, especially before the busy season. So I'm actually looking for 2 positions. What are your thoughts on hours? Do you have any?
I mean, as long as it's full time or at least close to full time, because that's what I need right now. It doesn't matter to me.
What about days of the week? Are there any days that you just don't?
Wide open.
Okay, awesome.
I mean, I would like to go to church on Sundays.
where do you go to church?
I just moved down here, so this past Sunday was my first time going. I went to Beach Church.
That's pretty cool.
I'd never been there, and that's crazy. I'm used to like the old Baptist church, because that's just where my mom plays the piano there. And I was like, this is nuts. Like, there's lights and band.
We actually went to Beach Church for a while and helped out with like the youth and that sort of thing, and then we transferred to Wellspring. Wellspring is off the chain. Like the music, you know, the lights, the
I grew up Baptist too, so I know like the transition. You're like, whoa, like you know, Baptist, everyone sits down, but
I liked it. I'll have to look that up. That's just the church that my aunt and uncle go to. So
okay. Who's your aunt and uncle?
Tanya Watkins.
Okay.
Mark Watkins.
I don't know.
I don't know if it's on that resume, but I have experience of helping her because she had her own law firm where I was like constantly making phone calls, typing up emails, and typing reports for her.
DSS as in social services? Okay.
That's where she works now, but she had her own law firm.
Oh, okay.
So I had to help him with multi-line phones and more computer work and stuff. So I had that as my other skills, but I can't really credit that because it's not an actual job. So.
Right, but you definitely did. It's definitely experience.
Yeah.
Where's Coco College?
Coker College?
Coker.
Oh,
Oh.
I actually looked it up.
It's in Hartsville. It's near Florence.
Oh, in South Carolina?
Yeah.
Okay. So what brings you to Myrtle Beach? Or
Well, I graduated and I went home, and I hated it. Like, I just felt like I was doing all the same things that I did before I even went to college, and I felt like I wasn't being successful or making any progress in my life. So I'm like, maybe this isn't the area for me.
When you were working at the law firm, did you ever deal with anyone that was upset that called or?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
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 and it's hard to sometimes it's hard to distinguish when somebody's has a genuine complaint and they're really upset versus when somebody's just trying to get some money back or you know what I'm saying. So we deal a lot with that, and I think at the end of the day, like she said, she works so many hours. I think we're just looking for somebody that can sort of take the load off of her or us, and you know, and provide some relief, I guess.
The majority of them have spent, you know, that's what they've saved up for all year, and so when they get there, they want to have the 2 biggest things I think in pleasing the guests are communication, which would be us, and then the cleanliness of the room. So if we can like just step our game up in both of those, that's sort of my goal for this year. I think the guests will be happy. But alongside of that, we have to keep the owners happy too.
So based on what we've said, like, do you have a pretty good idea of what we do, you know, as far as like the management? Okay.
Yeah.
I just like to make sure that you or you know, whoever's sitting in that chair sort of has a good idea of what we do, what we're about, and sort of what we're looking for. And
I think it's pretty neat, to be honest.
All right, so the plan is I'm actually wanting to hire those 2 people sort of at the same time because a lot of the training is going to be the same thing, and I don't want to have to do it twice.
Right.
So I'm going to try to find 2 people by the end of this week.
Okay.
I want to have my decision made.
Yeah.
So I'll just get back with you if that's okay.
Sounds good to me.
Awesome.
hired. She's going to be a tough one to follow.
Yeah, she has good availability. Just like her personality, I can tell that she's going to be good with the public.
Hired. You should call her. I'm serious. I
No,
like
that
her.
would be a little creepy.
She was
All right,
really
let's-
dressed up. I was like, damn. Better dressed than I am.
Shorty making plans, I don't say the dates, nah. Before you swallow me, better say your grace, But out the VIP, we just need a space, If he got the tech when I'm in the place. Ballin', ballin'. The Glocky on the side like he coaching. Niggas switching up, look how they crossing. I just keep on scoring, what you call it? Ballin', 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 ballin'. I'm ballin', I'm ballin', I'm ballin'.